What's going on, y'all? I'm waiting on the green-eyed brother with the green eyes. Give me 1 second. Let me hop on. It's like Cream Towns. Jay Myers said, what about them? You talking about Cream Towns? Jay Myers said, what about them? What about them? All right, listen. About to get this joint popping. Where you at? Where you at? Let me see. Mac, let's get some music while I'm waiting. Yo, Mac.
Yo, bro.
Hit me up with some music, Mac.
I got you. Let me know how you hear it. You hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. You can hear it?
Yeah.
A teenage love.
It's cool?
You don't want to hear no slip brick, man.
Huh?
Oh, you got to put my man Cash on, man. Got to put my man Cash on. No slip brick.
A teenage love. Don't hurt me again. Don't. A teenage love. Hey, sport, here's a quote from the old school crew. A serious situation we all go through. It deals with your feelings, so hear what I say. It's like a day when nothing seems to go your way.
All City Classic, Sports Life, and Music.
Like each other. He says there's no one else, and she claims there is no other.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, they good players. They're good players. You got to turn that up, Mac. Yeah.
You hear me too?
I can hear you, baby. I can hear you, man. Let's get it. Let's get it.
But before we get this party started right, tell the people what you're the king of. Just clap your hands, just make your hands clap. Tomorrow is for my mama, dictator of rap. Get on the dance floor, let me see what you got. Cause the sound we're going down, it makes you wanna rap high. Heard me like the flying the beat, they make my rhymes sound pressure to the highest beats. I pick it out,
Big no
take it
cash.
down. A wild style from a rap mind, dancing style. This style I'm reciting, just reciting the style. The double word double, but I call it wild. So girl, just keep grabbing my tip. Lines for money flowing, everything is legit. Cause my rhyme is on time, more time is my prime. I'm ready on top, you don't need to climb. Into the bone, start the record down to the bone.
I see all things hoops in the building. I see Baldy. I see J Mo Fowler. Who else I see in here? I see Dan. Leaf.
This is a hard rocker that'll rock your house. Turn up the radio and stereo and check it out. It's crazy why I nearly bang boom in your butt.
Yeah, let me bring my man in right now.
Getting laid, staying paid, so you know that I'm cool. This Donnie's matching super serious sound.
We good, bro?
That defines it.
Yeah, let me get you off.
Who's rocking your book?
What you say?
Check 'em out.
Let me get you off, man. Cash Money I'm about to be on. Yeah. Let me bring Cash on, man. We just, my young boy wanted to play a little bit tribute, play some music for you. Cash, what's up?
Yo, what's up, bro? How you, man?
What's going on, man?
I'll
My
chill, man.
young boy wanted to hop on, man, because he's DJ and he was playing your music.
Oh, word?
He wanted to hop
Okay.
on, play your music or whatever.
That's what's
I
up.
appreciate you hopping on, man.
Yeah.
Two things, man. When I think about you and I think about Philly, I think of two words, man: pioneer and legend. And that's a word, you know what I'm saying, that everybody don't fit in those words, man. So to me, when you're a legend, you gotta do legendary stuff. And that's what you did, legendary stuff. And when you're a pioneer, you got to be like an inventor and a creative stuff. And that's what you did, and that's what you brought to the table. Not just Philly, because you're not just a Philly pioneer. Even though my John said Philly a pioneer, you're a pioneer, a world pioneer. You know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the crazy thing about it, Cash, I don't think you get the credit you deserve. You don't get the credit you deserve. I'm glad that you're on my feed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad you're here, man. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Well, thank you, brother, man. Thank you.
Well, I mean, we having people sliding on, so it's good, man. You come from the golden era of hip hop, man. We come from the golden era of hip hop, man.
Yes,
so
sir.
You say hip hop is different now than it was back when we came up. When we say hip hop, you know what I'm saying? When you say hip hop now, it's rap. When you say hip hop then, it's graffiti, it's dancing,
The whole
it's the
culture.
whole culture. It's the DJing, it's MCing, you know what I'm saying? And that's where we came from, man. That type of joint. Hey, my man Baldy, he texts me, he's like, oh man, you got Cash Money? Shout out to my man Baldy. He on the feed. Muslad, I seen you on the feed too. You know what I'm saying? So Cash, man, I talked to Hugh the other day, right?
Oh, Hugh? Okay.
Yeah, I talked to Hugh, right? So Hugh was talking about, well, you know, he out in North Carolina now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he just bought a house. So he's talking about all this stuff. Oh, they charge me for this, they charge me for that. I said, well, Hugh, how much you pay for your crib? He like 1.5 million or something. So I said, yo, I wish I had them type of problems, man. You sit up here talking, oh, I got this, I got that. He's supposed to jump on his feed too, man. I'm gonna bring another name up from the past. You remember Lonnie Penn?
Lorenzo Penn. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was running around with Big John, you know, Lonnie was trying to help us out. You know what I'm saying? I know he was trying to help you and Cash out, and he did some stuff for Jeff and them. Yeah. So shout out to Lonnie, man. That's my guy, man.
Yeah, Lonnie was our manager.
Yeah, exactly. He was helping us out too. Yeah. So do you know a little bit about the All City Classic?
Nah, Hugh was giving me a little rundown about it, but
Yeah. So what we do with the All City Classic, I started it 25 years ago. So everybody from like Kobe Bryant on down playing in our event. So it's like the public league versus the non-public is the top freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. And then I bring like ESPN down here, you know, McDonald's All-American Selection Committee, Jordan Brand, like all the major scouting services to see the top talent in Philly. And it's an exposure piece to get them in school. Right. So that's what we much do with the All City Classic. So man, listen. Oh, you know what? My man Pooh just hopped on, right? We was having a debate, right? You gonna love this debate. We was having this debate. So I was talking about the Mighty Hard Rocker, right? I ain't trying to start no controversy though, right? But he was talking about Brand New Funk, and I was like, yo, Mighty Hard Rocker, it hits harder. You know what I'm saying? It got that. And he was like, I don't know. But he switched up on me right before we hopped on the feed. So shout out to my man. Right. So listen, growing up, you know, when you was just Jerome, you know what I'm saying? Just tell us how that was growing up. And, you know, you was in like Yale and the Southwesters, like, type of area, right?
Yeah, well, I grew up in my early part of the years, I grew up in Southwest Philly, up 57th Street between Thomas and Whippy Avenue. Yeah, that's where I grew up at, man. And then when I turned around, I would say around 12 or 13, years of age. Then I moved out to Lansdowne.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And,
yeah, so tell us how that was growing up, man.
I mean,
Post cash money, man. Pre-cash money, before cash money.
yeah. Well, growing up in Southwest Philly at that time, man, was everything, man. I mean, to be honest with you, I never knew what downtown was because we had everything was around us, man. You know, we had block parties, you know, basketball, kids was in the street, you know, playing half ball, shooting tops and all that type of stuff, man, we grew up with, you know, and, you know, it was a great time, man. Then I moved out to Lansdowne, and you know, that was even like better.
Right.
Know? Yeah, man. We had I mean, it was just a big. What I didn't know until later that we had a pool called the Nile Swim Club. That was you know, back in those times, the white pools wouldn't allow blacks to swim there. And,
they still not letting them swim there.
Wow. Yeah. So this pool was around, like right around the corner from me. And I used to go there all the time, and I didn't know the history of it, that a lot of the black entrepreneurs in our neighborhood came together and made this pool that was the very first black-owned pool in the United States. I never even knew that.
Yeah,
you know?
Shout out to you for letting me know about that, because I know exactly where it is.
Yeah,
and I know black people owned it, but I didn't know that was the first in the United States, man.
United States.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they did a little documentary about it, and I didn't know like Harry Belafonte was out there, and like all these superstars, you know, and yeah, you had to have a membership to get there. So my parents, well, I lived out there with my grandmother. They didn't have the money to get a membership. So what I used to do, I used to go and clean up the grounds, like pick up the trash, and that would give me the day pass to be in there, man. You know? Yeah.
So Hugh said you was one of his best friends, man. And Hugh said, Cash was a guy that people loved or they hated. He said it wasn't no in between. And this is why he said that. He said you was the light-skinned guy with the green eyes. He said you was the best athlete in the area with football, basketball, and everything, right? And he said you could dance. You know what I'm saying? He said you was doing everything, man. So either they loved you or they hate you, man. Would you say that was true?
Man, I think they love me more than anything, man. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what's crazy? I grew up with a basketball court right in the back of my house. Like literally, it's a big field right behind. Like I was on one end, and on the other end, Rap Curry lived there. Yeah, and everybody from everywhere used to come to this court to play basketball. Now, what was crazy about it was I used to be blasting music, like practicing, and everybody could hear me practicing on the court. I never knew that they heard that, you know, and they were telling me the stories. And then when new guys would come up, like from the city to play ball, they used to give me the yell, like, yo, yo, you balling? I'm like, yeah,
right.
Yeah, we got these new cats coming out here. So we used to ball every day, man.
Yeah, Who told me this? Well, we're going to get into how you got your name, but who told me, man, your jump shot was wet. He said it was money.
Yeah.
He said, he said your jump shot was met. But, you know, your name, that, you know, tell us how you got your name. You know, I know, but, you know, tell the people on the field how you got your name.
Yeah, well, at that time when I was coming up, I was trying to, you know, everybody was a grandmaster, cut master, jazzy something, and I wanted something different, man. And I couldn't figure it out, but because I can play basketball good and I can shoot real well, everybody used to be like, yo, that's Cash Money. So I just used the Cash because I can shoot, and it was different. So that's how it stuck.
Did who said you still balling now, man? At like 55 or something like that, still hooping.
Man. I mean, we can't ball right now because we're in a pandemic. But yeah, man, I still playing leagues and like, you know, 50 and over, 35 and over leagues and stuff, man. But yeah, still keeping man, it's a blessing to still be out there and see guys out there like myself. In this day and age, man, still trying to stay healthy, man. You know. So
So
yeah.
I'm a, so listen, like my homie, like he was saying, and I was telling him like how you was hooping, and my man was saying that you was a real good hooper. So he was like, man, he got some quick hands. So I know he was getting steals like crazy, man. But
Yeah.
then he was like, man, you know, if he was half as good playing ball, you know what I'm saying, as he was DJing, man, he had to be a good player. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this, man, and it's not an insult, Cash. This is a testament to your DJ skills. It ain't no comparison because when I think about you from a DJ perspective, now you talking about like the Michael Jordans and shit of DJing. You know what I'm saying? Like you up on that level. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about DJ in the scheme of things, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks,
Man, that's you already know. You already know. You know what I'm saying? You already know. So no disrespect to your game though.
Yeah. To be honest with you, man, my DJing like kind of overshadowed everything else. I just like I never took basketball serious like that because my career took off. But if I didn't have DJing, I probably would have tried out. I could have been playing somewhere, man, for sure. You know, yeah.
You ain't been no MJ though.
I played in all the leagues, man. You know, the Hank Gathers League up 25th and Diamond, the Marion Anderson. Like I've been in all the leagues all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah, you had to say shout out to South Philly, my home. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Down Marion Anderson or whatever.
Yes,
so
sir.
So who was your? Oh, you know what? You was dancing. So tell us about that experience. You know.
Oh man, like you
when
said,
you start
in the
dancing.
beginning, you know, when we was in the hip hop, we was in it to the total culture. You know, I mean, I tried the whole MCing thing, man. I sucked at it. You know, I did that. I'm pretty good with writing. I always could draw. So I was doing a little bit of graph stuff. You know, the DJing thing is where it was at for me. You know, but dancing was before I became a DJ. I was dancing, man. Like when I lived in Southwest Philly, there was I was with the #1 stepping group. Called the Franchise Dancers. Yeah, it was consistent. Let me see who was in it. It was Grand Wizard Rasheen. It was my man Ronnie Ron, Shara. It was about 7 of us in the group, and we would battle at these block parties. So, and yeah, man, it was just a whole lot of fun. But then that died out and I moved out to Lansdowne, and then that's when the whole b-boy stuff started, you know, break dancing started happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was in a group called the Sonic Wave.
You're right. Sonic Waves.
Yeah. So we were in all these competitions and everything, man. So my claim to fame, man, was, man, I could glide, man.
Right.
I could glide, man. It would look like I was actually floating on air, man. That was my go-to move, man.
So your musical influence, I know, you know, what you being, you know, dancing with Rasheen, he was a big part of, you know, your development as a DJ. Did he actually teach you how to DJ? Or you just picked up from watching him, or?
No, I mean, he showed me how to go from one turntable to the next. You know, of course we got to learn from somebody, but I took what he showed me and took it to a whole different level. Because, you know, I knew Rasheen back when I lived in Southwest Philly. So when I moved out to Lansdowne, I wasn't seeing Rasheen that much because I was in high school now. I was playing sports, you know, football, basketball, track. So I really didn't have the time to be around him. So I just practiced, and I came up with my own style.
So, Grandmaster Flash, you said like he was a big influence on you. Like, what did he bring to the game? You know, just talk about him and what he brought to the game. Because what he brought to the game, you elevated it, man, 100 times.
Yeah, well, Flash, man, I wouldn't even be into DJing if it wasn't for Flash. Like, I used to get these New York tapes. They had like the Cold Crush on there, the Fantastic Five MCs, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, but they'd be freestyling at these parties. And so I used to be like, yo, what the hell is he doing, man? He's catching these records, these breaks. And this is way before Serato and any of that stuff. Like, he is catching these records. Like, you had to search for the break on the record, like, and then be on it, you know. I was just amazed by that, man. So, funny story, before I called myself Cash, I was calling myself Baby Flash. Baby,
yeah, Baby Flash. Baby Flash, yep.
I can't have that name is whack, man, you know.
Right.
So yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, my fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just talking about the name, man. I'm glad I didn't stick with that, man. That was real corny, man.
Yeah, so like, and you speaking about the tapes and making the tapes, and you know, back when I was back in the day, rhyming and all that stuff, like that was our way of, you know, trying to get heard and getting our name out and our tape circulating. And then, you know, and it's crazy because, you know, down in South Philly, you know, the guys over me, you know, that's, you know, Grandmaster Nell and Caesar and you know, Todd One and all those guys, you know, was the first wave of guys, you know, that I can remember down in South Philly, you know what I mean, doing it. But you know, then I started hearing about you and Jeff. You know what I'm saying? And then hearing y'all tapes, and I was like, whoa, this different.
Nell was an absolute superstar. Like, I tell people this all the time. Nobody was running the city like Nell at one time. Wherever Nell was, if he was at the Hotel Philadelphia, the whole South Philly was there. You know what I'm saying? And me and Nell became real cool. And then, you know, yeah, we actually was, me, Caesar, I think Robbie B, we were trying to do a little record and stuff together back in the day, but it never happened. Yeah, then Caesar passed away.
Right. Yeah,
man. Then when Nell was kind of like sliding down, you know, with his fame, then Cosmic Kev was the man. You know, you know, Kev was killing things, man. And then I think Jeff came in, and then that's when I came. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, like you actually like what would you like when was it when you was like, yo, I really can do this? You know what I'm saying? Because I know everybody got a little point in time where they be like, yo, I'm all right, I'm nice at this, whether it's basketball, whether it's anything. Or like, what was that? Do you have a specific moment, or you just was...
When you got a bunch of girls lined up and want to see you after you play, man, I was like, oh yeah, I'm nice at this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look, man, that's what we got into it for. Like, wasn't making money like that.
Right.
It was about man, getting these women, man, you know?
Right. So, you know, the scenery, man, back then, man, like, as a matter of fact, just our whole gear and what we was wearing when we had the name belts and the Kangos and the Gazelles and the Fila sweatsuits and the gold chains and the two-tone leaves, man. Yo, man, like, that was the shot back in the day, man.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I just had this conversation with one of my homies, man. Like, we was just talking about the different styles from New York and Philly. You know, New York was kind of wild. You know, they had cornrows and all that stuff. That was their thing. Philly always had a nice cut. The fade was there. We had the Paul Marys and the silk shirts. You know, then we had the Lee jeans. Everything was always tight. Like,
the French cut.
The French cuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They were the Paul Marys.
Yeah, this 45 and over conversation, man.
hey, that's what we was doing.
Right.
You know yeah.
Right. So at some point in time, right, you know, you had linked up with Jeff, and I heard Jeff was taking you around. Is that true?
Yeah, actually, me and Jeff were supposed to battle. And he was with a group called the Network Crew. And the day of the battle, like I told you, I used to be in I was in this dance company at this time called Free and Easy. and we had a chance to go and promote our dance company at this at the New Tech up North Philly. I'm gonna tell you who was performing there. Nucleus had that. That's when they had the song "Jam" on it. That was huge.
Right. That was huge.
New Edition was there. Dougie Fresh and the Fearless Four were there. So we had a chance to promote ourselves, like get our flyers. By the time I got a chance to get back down Southwest Philly to the Cozy Nook, that's me and Jeff exchanged phone numbers. And because I lived out in the suburbs, so I was trying to get, you know, some shows in the city. So he ended up connecting me with like Bobby Dance and stuff like that. And that's how I started. But yeah, I was showing Jeff, like, it's funny because Jeff had the turntables. When I went over his house, he had the 1200s. I never saw them before, only on a Malcolm McLaren album. Right. So when I saw them, I was like, yo, can I try them out? He was like, yeah. So, you know, I turned the turntables my way with the tone on. I got busy. Next thing I know, you know, Jeff was like, because Jeff wasn't cutting like that at all. No. You know what I'm saying? Jeff was cutting like, he was doing them, if he had like good times, he'd be like, good. That's where he was cutting. It was me. I was coming out with all that type of stuff. So I was hanging with Jeff, but Jeff was, you know, he was learning from me. But Jeff was getting all the parties.
Yeah, because he had the name.
So the problem was, you know, when they did put me on, you know, they had him on the stage and they had me in the corner because no one really knew me. But it was always like, Jazzy Jeff got this brand new scratch. Right?
Oh, shit.
When it was me, it was my scratch. So I remember the very first show that we did was at the 52nd Street Y. It was UTFO was performing. And Jeff went on first, and then I went on, but I was in the corner. So everybody saw me do all this stuff, like they was already blown away by what Jeff did, but then here I am doing what Jeff is doing, right? So they're like, oh no, it's another Jazzy Jeff. He's a duplicator. So that's kind of the reason why I've always been kind of like overshadowed by him, because he always got out there with my style before me. So.
Oh, yeah, you giving us the goods, man. You giving us the goods, but
hey, man,
like,
the truth is the truth, brother. I ain't getting no numbers, so I got to spit it, man.
No, but listen, you know, that's you know, that's my era. So you know, I was there, and then you know, I'm running around with Big John, you know, rapping, trying to get our stuff on and performing at the Y and the Princess Lounge and all the different stuff that we was at. So I seen it, and actually, I was telling my old head because you know, because Jeff got that big name, I was telling my old head, I said, yeah, I got cash, and this is like last week, I got cash coming on, whatever. And you know, he from around that Jeff area, so I sent him the DMC joint, and he seen Jeff's joint. He was like, hold up, this you might be right with this Cash Money guy, man. That's like he tore that thing down. But we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that later. So I know y'all had like a untalked about, discussed friendly competition between y'all dudes.
Well, to be honest with you, man, it was never no competition. Like people. There's always competition, man. When you like, I'm not gonna let this dude outdo me, and I know he was like, I'm not gonna let him outdo me. You know what I'm saying? But understand what I'm saying to you. Everybody looks at me and Jeff, and they kind of say, hey, we're similar. That's because I was showing Jeff my style. So for me to battle Jeff is like me battling myself.
Okay, all right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said there was never no competition. Like, Jeff got out there and did his thing. Don't get me wrong. He's incredible, man. Jeff is one of the cleanest DJs that I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him that. But he's not the most original. You know what I'm saying? Like, I create things for people to do.
And we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. Let's get into that transformer. So you said Spin Bad put like the foundation together, and you kind of created it on top of that, but Jeff was the first dude to put it on wax. So that's why people think like Jeff created the Transform scratch.
Well, actually, from what I'm understanding, like I said, I saw this tape of Spin Bad doing "It's Time." And he was going, "It's time, it's time, it's that was the pattern he was using." Okay, everybody that saw that was doing it that way. It wasn't called. It didn't have a name or anything. So, me being who I am, I believe in building something, like learning from something. But if you can't make it your own and upgrade it, you shouldn't be doing it. That's just
right.
that's how I get down, man. Like, so I came up with making it faster and turning it, like slowing it down. So now my transformer scratch sounds like all that type of stuff, like an actual transformer. And my MC was the one who named it. So after, matter of fact, we did it the first time at Central High School. And after that night, everybody started calling it the Transformer. Now, what makes me upset and mad with these guys here is they're sitting up here trying to take credit for something that they didn't create. I think Spin Bad, he gave me a blueprint to build on, but he should have called that scratch something else. You know what I'm saying? It's not a Transformer scratch. It sounds, they're two different sounding things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like I give the example. He created the dribble, right? I learned the dribble, but I created the crossover. Right. You can't take the credit for the crossover because the crossover became the popular thing that everybody wanted to do. You understand?
Right.
That's the only analogy I could really give, man.
So what point in time, like, you start thinking, you got making records and all that? Was it? I know you was in a group with Cool Breeze Steve and Marv.
Yeah, well, they were my two MCs. You know, we were doing parties all over the place. But it wasn't till they had the people don't even remember this. They had the Philly versus New York battle at the Spectrum.
At the Spectrum, yep.
Remember that?
Yeah, actually I just had Breeze on, and we were talking about that. Breeze was talking about, because I asked him if Ain't New York like sparked that battle. You know what I'm saying? Because Philly is stepping in.
Hey, remember? I don't know if you remember this. Remember they had that big fight?
Yes.
And South Philly was rumbling the New York cats.
We always down there doing that, man. That's what we do.
Man. Hey, South Philly's always acting up, man.
Hey, listen, man. You know what's crazy? Like, I used to go to school up north, right? So it was one of the Fest, right? So my dudes from South Philly actually stopped the train at Broad and Tasker and started throwing dudes off the train, beating dudes down, right? So a couple of my dudes from school, they see me in the mix. I ain't had no problem with them no more, man, with that North Philly, South Philly stuff. I'll be like, yo, remember, you gotta come down to the Spectrum to the shows. you don't want that.
Man. Hey, you know what's crazy? I always say this all the time. Like, man, I'm so happy the goons like me, man. I never had no problems, man. I go play basketball with myself. I mean,
right.
Everybody just, they respected me, man. So, you know, that's the power of music, man. You know.
Yeah, you know what? Have you talked to Lonnie in a while, man? I haven't talked to Lonnie in. I wonder how he doing.
Lonnie's doing good, man. He just got married not too long ago. We're friends on Facebook.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to Lorenzo Penn, right?
Yeah, yep.
All right, I'm gonna have to shoot him a joint on Facebook, man. I ain't talked to Lonnie in years, man.
Yeah.
And you know, Big John passed away, right?
Yeah, yep. And
yeah. Oh, you know, I ain't know that.
Yeah, Lightning Rich been going for a while, man.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's been.
So give me your top five, minus yourself and minus Jeff. You know what I'm saying? Who would be your top five DJs in that golden era?
Lightning Rich is number one to me. Yeah, he was the most creative. Didn't ever sound like me or did anything. Like, he was always creative, man. Next would be Cosmic Kev. Kev was a monster. Then you got Grand Wizard Rasheen. You got Nell. Let me see who else. Let me see who else was dope. Trying to think who else. Now, Grand Slam DJ Jam.
Oh, okay.
He's from Southwest. He was a super bad disco. The reason why I say, I mean, he wasn't that kind of like flashy DJ, but he's the guy who got me into digging for records, man. Looking for breaks and stuff like that. Like I wouldn't be into collecting these crazy records and breaks if it wasn't for him. You know, like people say Bambaataa is like the king of digging. From like Slam was our Bambaataa.
Bambaataa.
Yeah. Like his record, like to this day, this dude still got records I still haven't found.
I mean, that's the beauty of being a DJ, man. When you can find some stuff and don't nobody know, then you got the label scratched off so they can't see when they run up on you.
Yes, sir. That's how it was.
That's how it was, man.
You know, I ain't telling you who this is. You got to
right. I can't tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that was, hey, man, Cash, man, that was the times, man. The after midnight, you know, the wind, the ride, the house parties, the block parties, man, the Chocadero, like it was a beautiful time in hip hop back then, man.
Yeah.
You know, and just like I said, with the culture, just not the, you know, just the culture.
But
you know what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing. See, we knew who each other were. We knew who the best dancers were. We knew who the best DJs were. We knew who the best MCs were. We knew who the street cats were. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We knew everybody. The basketball players, like the basketball players knew me and everything. How you think like me and Rasheed Wallace are so damn tight? That's my young boy, but that's my boy. You know what I mean? My brother.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he's happy for me with my success. I'm so happy for him, and we stay in touch, man. You know. Yeah.
So now we're gonna move it all along, right?
Somebody said Dynasty Fox Valley. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and Jazzy Joe, South Philly too.
South Philly. Oh, come on. Now check this out. Jazz was the first one that had the box haircut, man, before anybody. Right. Nobody was rocking that. And then all of a sudden now Big Daddy Kane, you know, I don't know. I don't know if he saw
you know
Jazz.
You know what? New York always, man, always taken from us, man. And
I'm not gonna say that to 100% because like I said, at that time, you know, Cameo had that box haircut too. So he could have been looking at that. But Jazz was definitely one of the very first ones to be having that high top fade like that.
You know Rob a minister now, man.
Yeah, I know.
Robbie B. You talk all right, cool. I just pulling you in. I ain't know, man. I ain't know if you talk to you.
Look, bro,
I just pulling you
with everybody and I check on everybody. I just talked to Schoolie D the other day. He's got a new record out right now. So
what's up with School? How you doing?
He's doing good, man. He's just promoting his record. He got a new song out. Got a Public Enemy on there and Ice-T's on there. So, man, I'm just so happy to see everybody still doing their thing, man. Because at the end of the day, bro, I grew up with these guys, and they're my brothers and my sisters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so happy for everybody.
Street Cash, man. The little. Tell us about that, John, real quick, man. I meant to say that at the beginning too.
Yeah. Okay. So right now I have a project out called Street Cash. It's instrumental beats. I had to go back to the boom bap beats, sampling tracks, and just that type of era to start with that style of beat. Me and my partner Street Orchestra made these instrumental beats, and that's about 21 tracks on there. It comes on a CD, right? But this is the killer right here. We got this the CD here, right? Now this is something never been seen before. I'm the very first person that ever had make this. You open it up, and it has a television screen on it.
Watching Street Cash TV. It's a fact. It's a fact that you are watching Street Cash TV.
Crazy. Now, Cash, when you said this the first time seeing this, You did that quite a few times.
What's that? I never had this.
No, I'm talking about what you're DJing.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm always got some crazy product because
Yeah, yeah. You did
yeah,
that a few times, but people ain't never seen it before.
yeah, but
You
that's
see how I said, man?
yeah.
You know, the stuff you done, it was prior, you know, you haven't seen it before and you haven't seen it after.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
See,
And that's facts. That's
yeah.
facts.
I try to always give the people something different, man. Like I'm always trying to be innovating, man. So this right here is so innovating. It plays a 43-minute video. I got Biz Marquis on here telling mama jokes. I got the first guy that you saw was the comedian Russell Peters. He's on here active for. I got Kid Capri, Spinderella, DJ Qbert, who else? Crazy Drazy from DOS Effects. Let me see. Oh, we got this this dude, this DJ, young DJ from Japan named DJ Renner, man. He's a world champion. Yeah, he's doing a routine on here, which is crazy. You know,
right.
It all and it's a whole lot of different funny skits of me, man. Like I did this. I don't know if you saw this. I posted up on Instagram. I did this thing called DJ Cash Money's Neighborhood, and I'm
right. I seen it. Like you was Mr. Roger. Yeah. I seen it.
Man. So
no, I'm definitely, hey Cash, I'm definitely gonna grab that joint. I'm definitely, I'm grabbing that joint.
Yeah, let me tell the people, man, where they can get it, man. You gotta go to my website. That's the only way it's the only place it's available. So my website is www.therealdjcashmoney.com and go to my online store and pick up the deluxe CD. We also have a cassette of it as well. Yeah.
So when I post this, I'm gonna post your website and everything too, and I'm gonna post this video to my page. Now, back to regular programming. 90 what? 90 what is it? When where the party come out? Was that 97, 98?
Nah, that was 80, 88,
87, 89. Excuse me, 87, 88. I said 90. 87, 88?
No, 88, 89.
88, 89.
Yeah.
All right. So at this time, that come out, The Mighty Heart. What's the first one you dropped?
No, we had Ugly People Be Quiet and Play It Cool.
Ugly People Be Quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, that was crazy. So anybody on the feed, man, go back, check it out. Because I had my young boy, you know, that's playing your music, you know what I'm saying? He went to check out, shot him the songs, check out and everything.
Man? What's his name?
Mackie.
Magic, DJ Magic?
Mackie. Oh,
DJ Mackie?
Yeah, he young boy though.
Not the Mackie that's with Freeway?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you talking about the Mackie that's with that DJs for Beanie Siegel and them.
Oh no. So yeah, so what, 80, 88. So that comes out, right? And at the same time, like, where you at with the first battle with the battle in New York?
That was 1987. The New Music.
All right, 87. So when was Jeff in it? Jeff was in the 86?
Yeah, he was 86. He won that. Yup.
All right. So when you seen him win it, and then, you know what I'm saying, how, go from there.
Yeah, I mean, he won it. I didn't know nothing about it. And the following, when he won it, it wasn't open to the public. It was more of an industry thing. But the year that I was in it, they opened it up to the public. So you had Ice-T. Like, actually, the footage that's on the internet is actually from Ice-T's camera. So you can hear Ice-T, like, talking junk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, it was an incredible battle, man. Some dope DJs, man. Like I said, back then, you had to have skills. You couldn't hide behind any technology, pressing buttons and none of that stuff. You had to do it with these hands. It was that hand work, man. You know what I'm saying? So
who was that the joint Jazzy Joyce was in?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So tell us about that, because I heard she pulled some shit out, man.
Yeah, man. She to be honest with you, out of everybody that was in there, I thought she gave me a little heat, man. Because she was a female, but she wasn't just like a female just playing records. She was actually as good as the guys, if not better. So she was in there catching it, and she had this ponytail, man, and she was spinning around, and that ponytail was swinging, and the crowd was going crazy because, you know, she was a hometown favorite, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, she made me pull out a routine that I was waiting to do in the later rounds. So I was like, I can't have this go to the judges, man. I really got to get her out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? No favoritism, man. Like, so yeah. So she did her thing, man. Yup. And then I became the champion of that battle. And then I met the guy who runs the DMCs, and he asked me if I would like to be in his competition. So he said I would have to go and battle in the U.S. finals, which was out in San Diego. And guess who I'm going up against?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Rich. Lightning Rich is in there.
Oh, for real? Oh,
yeah,
man.
Me and Rich battle. Yeah, man. So I end up winning that. And it's a funny story because before Rich passed away, may he rest in peace, man. We joked a lot, and I said, Rich always spun with two turntables on the one side. I said, You know what, Rich? You know why you could never beat me? He was like, why? I said, because you spin handicap. I said, I can catch the records faster like this, but you only got one hand to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, we used to laugh at that, man. So so I won that competition. Then that gave me the chance to represent United States over at the World Finals in London, and then I won that. So there was over the three. There's been no DJ to ever win all three DJ championships in 1 year.
You see what I said, man? On my live, on my comment, did you read it?
Nah,
I said, well, Nas said he was the first rapper to bring a platinum plaque to the project. I said you was the only DJ in Philly to bring the world title. You know what I'm saying? Back to Philly.
Not back to Philly. I never did.
You was in London.
Huh? Yeah, what I'm saying is I'm the only DJ to ever bring it.
Yeah, the only DJ. Yeah, the only DJ.
Yeah, I'm the only DJ that ever won the world title.
Hey.
From here.
Only DJ.
Yep.
Yeah, now down there in London, like who else was out there? Who was out there like competing?
I mean, it was DJs I never seen before, because those guys, man, they was some incredible guys, man, very technical. This one dude wasn't using any headphones, and he just was catching the record. Like it was insane. But the thing of it is, that competition was held where the Queen goes to see her opera. So it was thousands of people, man. Like, and all the recording artists were there. Like Public Enemy was there, Big Daddy Kane, Run DMC, was it Boy George, Alexandra O'Neal, Pebbles, what's the name? What's the girl's name? I like your smile. Shanice Wilson.
Shanice.
Yeah, Shanice Wilson was there. Like what they did, man, they basically had all the commercial industry, and they blended it with, they all merged it together with our DJ culture. So when I won that competition, everybody in the world knew who I was. Like, dude, I was in GQ magazine. Like, I mean, I had a Miller Lite commercial.
Puma deal. You got the Puma deal.
The Puma deal came later. That was on my own.
Right.
That was actually 2004. I got that. Yeah. That's when they made made a DJ Cash Money sneaker. Right.
People don't know, man. I like Cash, man, and I was reading some of the stuff, Cash. There's some of the stuff, man. I really didn't know, man. For example, like with the, you work with some other groups. You work with PE and all that. I didn't know that was you scratching that pump.
Yeah, that's me,
man.
Saying? Yeah,
that's on Def Comedy Jam, and that's on because I thought that was Terminator X scratching that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, they sampled my record. So when you hear "Fight the Power," when it goes pump, cha pump, a jigga pump, cha pump, cha pump,
That's
that's me.
I did not know that, man.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy, man. I'm doing my research. I'm like, whoa. Like
Yeah, man,
that's crazy. Like
I've done so much stuff, man. And like I said, I'm just now coming around and start telling my story.
So where you at, like musically, with you and Marv at the time of all the battles and everything?
What you say?
I said, where you at musically, you know, after the battles and all that? Where you at musically with you and Marv?
I haven't seen Marv in years, man. I have no
I'm
idea.
talking about at that time. From the battle, like y'all just had y'all put the album out. So I said, where y'all at? You know, y'all put the album out, and then I'll let you take it from there.
Oh yeah, we put the album out, and then hold on, I gotta plug my what you calling it? Hold on, my iPad. It's okay. telling me my battery's dying. Hold on. Ugh.
I won't need that.
Hold on for 1 sec, bro. Hold on.
All right. Cash money, but his name Jerome. Yeah, nah, this is some legendary stuff here, y'all, man. Like this brother accomplished a lot. You know what I'm saying? And developed a lot. You know what I'm saying? And brought a lot to the culture. So, yeah.
All right. Let me see what this thing doing. What else say? Okay. Yeah. So basically, man, we have the album out now. With people, a lot of people don't even know. I was giving you the example. I was telling you the story about the Philly versus New York battle in Philly, right at the Spectrum. That's where I met Mantronics. And Mantronics saw my performance. He was like, "Hey, man, you want to be on our record label?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" So that's how that happened.
Yeah. So how was it working with Mantronics? Because I know he had like crazy beats, man.
Crazy was not the word. You know, everything at that time, you couldn't turn on a radio station and not hear his produced songs. You know, he had Joy Sims, who had that song All in All, and then he had Nasera with the Summertime, and you know, plus, you know, Fresh is the Word, and like he was just a trailblazer, man. Even to this day, man, like he just did a DJ.
Some Just Ice beats too.
Who?
Some Just Ice beats.
Yeah, he did Just Ice.
Them Jones was crazy, man.
Yeah, hey, it's crazy thing too. We just did we remixed Cold Getting Dumb.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Yeah, like we actually just I can't wait for them to release it. Yeah, Just Ice, Mantronics did some crazy remix with it. I did the cuts on there, and Just Ice is spitting some new rhymes, and yeah, it's dope, man.
You know, this is what I wanted to ask you, right? Herbie Lovebug, right? He get credit for producing one of y'all songs. Did he actually do some producing? Because I know I was watching Drink Champs, right? So Steve Stout was talking about some kid, Steve Kent or something like that. You know him? Steve Kent. He said he was a Jehovah's Witness, right? So he was producing a whole lot of stuff for Herbie Lovebug, but because he was a Jehovah's Witness, he wouldn't put his name on it. So he said somebody introduced him to Steve Stout, and he was like, man, like, you know, Herbie Lovebug was robbing him blind. So he was like, look, you don't need Herbie Lovebug. Let me set some stuff up for you. So he said he set him up. He did the sound. He said the soundtrack, the Martin John, right? He said, so the boy getting residuals to this day. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's something I seen on Dream Champs. I said, I gotta ask you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Herbie. What happened was when Mantronics was going through his problems with our label, I was a new artist, so they didn't trust me to finish my record, right? So they hired Herbie because Herbie was the hot producer at the time. You know, he had Salt and Pepper and everything. So he basically, man, he just got free money, man, to be honest with you, man. He just turned up a hi-hat or something. Was like, Cash, what do you think? Because I already laid the whole thing down already. Yeah, he just was making sure the levels were straight, and yeah, that was out. He was out.
Yeah, because Stout said he was doing all the Salt and Pepper stuff. He was like, he was the dude doing everything, and Herb was taking the credit because he had the equipment and everything.
Mm.
And boy, and then boy ain't really want his name out. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a Jehovah's Witness or whatever, so he couldn't put his name on that. So
Yeah, man.
I just wanted to know if you know about that or what Herb did for y'all, because I see you supposed to be producing.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, he didn't steal anything from me or take any credit for anything. I'm just saying, he didn't. The track was already produced and laid
Yeah,
down. He
yeah,
just
yeah.
came in there and just turned up a few hi hats and mid range and was like, "Yo,
But
I'm
on,
out."
but on, but listen, Cass, on the joint it say co-produced by Herbie Longberg.
Hey, bro, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? I'm a new artist, but you know, like I said, if you listen to what Marv on Ugly People Be Quiet, it goes Herbie Love and the love supplying the beat. It's supposed to say Herbie Love and Mantronics, but they
Okay.
edited Mantronics' name off of it. Like
Oh, 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 oh,
if you
oh.
listen to the track, that don't
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
like
I
nothing.
wonder. Yeah. The way they, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but what I'm saying is the sound.
Right,
Herbie Love ain't producing that records that sound like that.
right.
You know, that's all Mantronics.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, I think the sleeping bags folded, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sleeping bags folded, right? So then I know you was doing stuff with other artists. Now I seen you hard with PM Dawn, right?
Yeah. I became PM Dawn's DJ. It was crazy because a homie of mine, which is was like, "Yo, man, these guys need some scratches in the studio. Can you come up? Can you do it?" And I was like, you know, PM Dawn, they had that set adrift on Memory Bliss record
Mm-hmm.
that which was blazing up the charts. So I was like, I'm looking at, I'm like, damn, these dudes seem a little weird. They had wearing beads and all this other stuff. Like, so I'm like, yo, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna just go ahead and get this check. So they sent for me. They flew me over to London. I went in there. I did the thing, and man, let me tell you something, man. It was like we knew each other for years because they're originally from Jersey City, like around Naughty by Nature's way,
Mm-hmm. North Jersey.
Queen
Yep.
Latifah. They're all around from
Mm-hmm.
there, around that. I always thought they was from like the UK because of their music and the image that they had. But nah, man, they was
Well,
we hit it off so well that they asked me to be in the group, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've always done before I met them hip hop parties. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I did. I never knew what pop success was until I met them, man. Like I'm on tour with Lenny Kravitz, Paul McCartney, Peter Gabriel, like all these big artists, man. Remember the Latina girl, Selena?
yeah.
She was massive, dude. We were doing shows with her.
Wow. Wow. Hey, listen, Cass, I gotta ask you this, man. I gotta ask you this. And this, so I know Karis One and them had a little thing where, was you around when Karis One had this thing with
I
PM
wasn't
Dawn
with
and them?
them. I wasn't with them at that time.
Okay.
I came on the Bliss album. That
Okay.
was it.
Yeah,
That was
cause
this.
you heard about that, right? What happened with them?
Yeah, I know about what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I
But
mean,
they
hey man, bro, that's hip hop. You said something, my man stepped to you and he did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. Like, look, it ain't like today's time. You got these thumb thuggers, man. They be on the internet like typing. You ain't this, you
right.
ain't that, you ain't that. Nah, KRS did what he didn't like, what he heard, and you know he stepped to him the way he should have. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this is what it is.
Yeah.
That's what men do.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it didn't
yeah.
have to get to no rah-rah stuff or anything. But to be honest with you, they ended up talking over that, and it was a misunderstanding. And man, they became good friends after that, man. So
You know what? You work with was you touring with the Roots too?
nah, I did
Did
some
you do
work
some
with the
stuff with the
Roots.
Roots?
Yeah, I did some work with the Roots. I've been knowing the
All right.
Roots. I've been knowing the Roots before they even were super big. Actually, it was crazy. I almost had them signed because I gave their demo to Prince B from PM Dawn, and I was always riding in the car with it. And he was like, yo, who was that group? So, you know, I ended up linking them up with AJ Sean. AJ Sean was their manager at the time. And yeah, but they ended up signing with Geffen Records. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I just, you know, I've always been a fan of the Roots, man. Even before they, I always knew they were going to be something special, man.
Yeah, and they definitely something special, man. So you do some work with Q-Tip too, and Snoop Dogg, and
well, yeah, I never worked with Snoop Dogg. I
work with Snoop.
Nah.
You work with Tip?
I work with Q-Tip and Busta Rhymes.
And Busta, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
and Busta.
Yeah, I've done some stuff with them.
Yeah, how was that with them, working with them?
To be honest with you, man, it all happened kind of crazy because I always knew Tip, because you know we always collected records and things. But I asked him if I was trying to put together this mixtape called Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, where I have all these different artists freestyling over my beats. So he said, Cash, we in the studio, man. You want to come on up? So we got in the car, drove up New York, went to the studio. He was in there, Fife was in there, and then Busta comes in. And I'm playing, like, all I had is my drum machine. I'm playing like about 8 beats, man. These dudes are rhyming on every last beat, man. Yep. So what happened was they heard the mixtape when I finished it, and Busta called me, was like, yo, we want to use your track for this album called, this movie. It was a movie called Rhyme and Reason. So that's how the song is called Wild Hot.
Okay. Yeah,
that's me.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope, man. So you just traveling the globe. Well, it's pandemic now, but you just traveling the globe. You know what I'm saying? DJing everywhere, man. And letting the two hands taking you all over the globe, man. So what's some of your best places that you enjoy like DJing at?
Japan is by far my favorite spot. But people love the music, plus all the gadgets are over there. You know, I'm a gadget man, you know. Yeah,
you know, he told me that, man. He told me you got the old Space Giant stuff and all the stuff from back in the day. Yeah, he told me that. Who told me that, man? When you went over to Cambodia, right?
Yeah.
And I seen the little video, and it reminded me like because I was in China for like 6 weeks doing some basketball stuff. So when I seen you over in the Cambodia, man, I seen all the mopeds and all them bikes. I said, man, yo, that's how it was in China, man. It was just bikes everywhere, people on mopeds, and it was like kind of like organized confusion because people were almost getting accidents, but I never seen an accident the whole 6 weeks I was there. It was crazy, man.
Yeah,
crazy.
It was crazy. They'd be having like about 5 people on one bike.
On one bike, man.
Like the kid, and then have some groceries on the end of it.
Yup, this is crazy, man. They always going somewhere. Like it's never no empty street. It's always busy.
Yeah,
it's everywhere, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. So Japan, I love Singapore, Bali, India, like all the Asian countries. I love, man. London, the UK was always awesome as well. It's just, to be honest with you, man, it's just everywhere, man. It's everywhere, man. Yeah, but I like Hong Kong too because they play basketball out there.
Right.
Their courts are off the hook, man. Like fiberglass, and they're open all night long. So you go out there probably like around like 10 o'clock at night, man. You hooping with everybody, man. So you know, I'm trying to make a statement out there. I'm from America. But then, you know,
right.
So they be having leagues and all that stuff, man. But the pickup games are crazy.
Yeah, like Greece. Did you enjoy it over there? Because I was in Cyprus, which is right next to Greece, and we got Breeze in the building. Shout out to Breeze, MC Breeze, singing MC Breeze, and I'm super bad. Breeze, my guy, man. Shout out to Breeze.
You mean Joey B. Ellis?
Yeah. Hey, listen. I can never call any other person Breeze, man. The other Breeze is a fake Breeze, man. That's the real Breeze, man. Joey B. Ellis.
That's my dude right there, man.
Yeah. That's my guy, man. So listen, we're gonna open this up for questions. If anybody got any questions, man, to ask the legend. I mean, he accomplished a lot. He did a lot. He's here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate him getting on the feed. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got any questions, man? Shoot. We're gonna give him the floor a bit, man. See if anybody got any questions. Oh, I have my old head Ricky Tucker on here too. That's cool seeing and them old head. But he was the first player from Philly to play in the Big East.
Nice.
Yeah. He on the feed too. You know what I'm saying? He hopped on the feed. Yeah, some people up on the feed, man.
Yeah, man, I tell you, man, I can't wait to get back, man, to playing ball. I miss my squad, man. Like, we just won this championship. We actually had Jermaine Jones was on our team.
Yeah. He was telling me that, man.
Yeah, Jermaine Jones. We was playing against, Rab.
Yeah, Kareem Towns.
Yeah, Rab was up. Well, Rab and them, we were playing against them. So yeah, man, Rab still killing it out there, man.
All right, so Ricky Tucker on the joint, man.
Okay.
He said, "Who you play with now, Hank Gathers?"
I was with what's my man's name? I only played like 2 games. Oh man, I can't think of his name, man. He's a guard. Oh. He played for New Mexico.
For New Mexico?
He played for New Mexico.
I don't know.
What the hell was his name?
We can't remember, OG.
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
Bree said, "Can you still break dance?"
Tell him I'm only good for at the top, man. My legs are done, man.
At the top.
What the hell was his name, man? Hold on.
You talking about Mark Thompson?
Is it Mark? Yeah, Mark.
Or Keg? Was it Keg?
It's Mark.
Yeah, or Mark Thompson, yeah.
Yeah, I was on his squad.
Yeah.
Dark-skinned dude. He was a guard.
Yeah. Dark-skinned dude. Yep.
Yeah, I forget what's Mark's last name. I can't. I know I got it.
Thompson.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on. I think I still got his. That's my guy, man.
Got conzillion numbers in that joint, man.
What you telling, man?
Man. Nah, this is, man, we bringing the legends, man. The legends this week, man, the pioneers. You know what I'm saying? We had that singing MC Breeze, Joey B. Ellis, man. That's my guy.
His number down as just Mark.
Yeah. It's Mark. It's probably Mark Thompson. Yeah.
Last name.
Probably Mark Thompson. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark is tough,
You
man.
described him, right?
Yeah. He played for New Mexico.
All right. How did you meet Jazzy Joe from South Philly?
From doing shows all the time, and we just became the best friends. Yeah.
So somebody asked you, who was your top DJs of all time? I guess that's anywhere.
My top what?
DJs of all time.
All times? Definitely, I love Qbert, Craze, Lightning Rich, Grandmaster Flash, and let me see who else I can see.
What about Theodore? Grand Wizard Theodore?
Yeah, Theodore. Yeah, I was trying to keep it. I could go all day with the old school, but I'm talking about some of the new guys. I'm trying to equal it out. You know what I'm saying?
Equal it out with the young guy. Hey, you like the new guys, the new hot DJs and their way of doing stuff. You know, it looks kind of crazy to me. You know, with the not having just the regular 2 turntables.
To be honest with you, man, it's really hard for me to watch because, like I said, we all did things with these. If we couldn't get it done with these 2 hands, it just wasn't getting done. But now, technology is played. It seems like it's too much technology and less talent. Because a lot of times, I'm looking at these guys spin, and they're scratching, and their hands, they're doing this with their hands. So I'm like, if you got your hands like this, then who the hell is scratching? Like, so it's like a lot of these things they're doing, man, are like pre-mixed sometimes. So it's too technical for me, man. It really, I can't figure it out, man. A lot of times.
Somebody asked about DJ Miz. Your opinion on DJ Miz?
I mean, Miz comes from me, man. You know, his
exactly.
Miz's styles is you know, it's who he studied. Of course, I'm gonna love Miz and DJ Active and guys like that, man. That's my young boys.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring Active on too, man. Yeah.
Active is a problem, man. I was mad at Active, man, because I threw a DMC DJ competition here, and it was jam packed. Like, I don't know how many thousands of people was there, and Active was winning, and he just stopped in the middle of his set. Like, he had like about a minute to go. He was like, I don't know what else to do. I was like, Active, you're already winning. Just even if you just play a record, like, because they're going to disqualify you because you didn't finish your time. He just wouldn't put a record on and got disqualified. And this other brother from Jersey ended up winning. I'm like, why'd you do that?
Somebody asked about DJ Ghetto. And who's some of the top DJs now in Philly?
I don't even know, man. I don't even follow it like that, man. Like, I couldn't even tell you.
Oh man, I forgot about us. Oh, that's a blast from the past. Sporty Shorty. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sporty Shorty.
Yeah, Sporty Shorties. That I taught her.
Right, Sporty Shorty. Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, she's from the Cash Money camp, bro.
and you speaking on DJ Ghetto too.
Yeah, Ghetto's another one. See, the thing when Active and Ghetto, I think, are the last of the Philly DJs that came from my style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're the last breed. Yep. So yeah, I see.
So Marty, my man Marty, if you on the feed, man, ain't no messing. If you can't do it these, stop. Leave it alone.
Man, like I said, man, don't get me wrong. It is, we're living in the age where it is, but I just prefer cats showing me what they could do with these opposed to pressing that button, man. I don't like button pushers. That's just me.
So we got some DJs on here. We got some people in the hip hop, man. You want some final words, man, before we hop off, man? Because I always let my guests put their little final words and before we hop off.
Just everybody, man, support creative things, man. Like, unfortunately, man, we're living in a world right now where everything is the same type of stuff, man. It's like the DJs are playing the same playlist. Like, think outside the box, man. And like the stuff that I'm doing that's trailblazing, like this, like this, I need the support, man. We're trying to give you something that the average people are not giving you. So there's creative things out there, but we have to support them, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and support the DJs, man. Stop looking at a DJ as being a jukebox. Respect that. Respect them.
Yep. Facts. So with that, Cash, man, we appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming on. I'm definitely going to support. Shoot me your website so I can post that. You know what I'm saying, when I post this video.
Okay.
All right. All City Classic Sports Life and Music. We out of here. Thanks, Cash. I appreciate you.
Word.
Y'all make sure y'all support Cash, man. I'm going to post his CD. So grab it, man. Support him. You know what I mean? Black people supporting black people, man. We gotta do that. And follow that All City Classic Instagram page if you're not following. All City Classic Sports Life and Music. We out.